All right, we're going to go ahead and just focus on the magnificent stocks here, the Mag 7 plus whatever few other ones that are pretty popular. Looking at the daily chart, starting out with Tesla, which had the biggest move on Friday. And you can see we did break above this downward trend line, which is good. That's a good sign. And we did it with a slightly above average volume here. So that's a good positive sign. Not as much, very strong, but it's definitely still above average. So that's a good sign. And we went from the oversold condition, which is the red. Now we shifted over to the green, meaning we have a setup right up here. And to enter if it can close higher on Monday here. Now your stop loss here on this, but this is a 6% move. If you could tolerate the 6% move, let's just verify that that is a 6% move. Let's put the stop loss at the bottom. We'll go with that. Change the color on this and get our measuring tool. From there to there is approximately, yes, it's a 6.8. Let's just say 7 for now. So if you could swallow 7% pullback, that's good. You could leave that as your stop loss right there. And then our first target area, in this case here, would be a 1.5 ATR. So there's your 1 ATR and a half right in the center. And there we go. And then our potential full move may be up to 378. So let's just go ahead and measure those out just to get an idea. So we're looking at roughly first stop 6%, second stop 11%. So it'll be about 6% on the first take profit, where I recommend selling half of it and then moving your stop loss to break even and have the trading stop based on the 8 EMA. So this one we do have a setup. That's good. Let's go to Amazon. Amazon, we also have the same story. We were headed downward here on the trend line. We did get the breakout, slightly, actually not above the average. You can see we're slightly below the average in this case here. And so maybe this might be a little more weaker compared to the Tesla, but nevertheless, it is a potential trade. This one here, you could see we had a move of 3%. If you look right up here, it's a 3%. So a close above the high of this candle here would be considered a follow through confirmation to enter the trade and continue on higher. The first target would be, let's see, 1 ATR and right in the center. You can see right there. And then your potential price target would be right up in that area. So let's just take a quick measurement here. Let's look at our risk. We know it's going to be at the bottom of this candle. That's a 3.5 risk for potentially a first target take half profit at 3.4 with the final target around 6.6 here. So 2 to 1. That is good. So this one's also a good candidate. Let's look at Google. Let's see, Google also had above average volume. We did close above the 5-day moving average, and we have a setup. So you got the red dots here, then turned into the first green, so that is very good right here as well. Um, so let's go ahead and put the buy if it closes above there. Our stop loss would be right here, and let's do our targets. So it's 1.5, so it's right between right there, and our final target right up there. And let's measure move. So our risk would be approximately 3% to make. Put that in here. Approximately first target would be 2%, and then the final target here will be 5%. So not quite two to one, but pretty good. Uh, so just keep an eye on that. I am going to go ahead and put an alert for this. So there's my alert. There's my alert setting here, right above. So if it closes, right above it, I could be aware of it. Let's look at Robinhood. Robinhood here, you can see I had this to play, but it triggered me out stop loss, so I never made it to my take profit zone here based on this right here. So it's setting up again. You see you got the pullback. RSI 5 also went under the 50 mark, which is what we want. So this is now, we got another opportunity to try. So let me just clear all these drawings out and target right there. Now risk would be down here. And ATR, so this is one ATR and right in the center, target right there. And the 30 ATRs right up there. And I'm going to move my alert right if it closes up higher. Okay, good. We got that set up. Meta, same thing here. We had a pretty good pullback here. This one went all the way down to 30, so this may get a good bounce out of it. So and it's going to try to break above the 20. So this also is a good candidate. A lot of these guys are qualifying as candidates here. So we're going to add alert here. I have to close above here. I'm just going to put that line right up here so I can know look for it. So we got that one's all set up as well. Look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA, okay, this one I like because you got an engulfing candle above average. Now we do have earnings coming up here, and if we scroll back, you can see last earnings was green. We had a green, so they all been green. So we've been having consistently good earnings here. Now, because we had the tariffs and everything coming along, that has happened. Would it has it affected or potentially going to affect? Uh, Chances are we don't know, and I don't know. But I do like the engulfing candle here. We also have a dragonfly doji here, so that means we've got a lot of buyers. You can see above average. So in this case here, I would consider watching this also if it can close above. Let's look at AVGO. AVGO, we do not have that green dot yet. However, if we do see it closing, to get ahead of this, because it's going to be closing above the 20 moving average, the daily, that usually is a good sign. So we're going to mark that right there, and I am going to go ahead and put it in my alert there. So now I got my alert set up. Let's look at Apple. Okay, Apple, you see we got the pullback, we got the setup here, got nice pullback down. We also have the alert, so I'm just going to adjust this right top, so that's ready to go. Microsoft, okay, this one has not looked like it has not fully recovered. We do not have a signal as a setup signal. We do have some distance before getting to the 20 moving average. So in this case, I will not try to jump the gun and get ahead of it. So we still got, it could just head up to the 20 and then pull back. So we'll just let that go and see how it plays out tomorrow. Netflix here. We do got the pullback here, pullback, okay, but we do not have the, look like it has not given us the signal to enter yet. So this one is not ready yet. So we'll skip that. Go over to Reddit. Okay, read it. You can see we got pulled back. A nice pullback here too. However, we still do not have the setup signal in the trend line, so we're going to adjust it to here. So this one is not ready as well. And that is pretty much for the magnificent stocks here. Okay, so keep an eye on it. Good luck.